4, 3, 2, 1.
What is the good word? Scratch that. Look who the hell I found this week. Oh, I can't hear him. What?
It's pop. That's my end. I forgot to hit the damn button. Imagine that. What's popping?
What's popping? Apparently popcorn.
Yeah, our lights just kind of went and came back on. That was a little scary.
Must have been the spirits.
Paranormal activity, man. Paranormal activity. But yes, this is Super Bowl week, and you know I gotta sport my Super Bowl champ shit. I know. Yeah.
But welcome back, everybody. This is Dukes of Football. This is episode 37, the Super Bowl special. Apparently all of my notes went away, so I have to pull them all back up again. But man, it is what a great
Where are you at, Source? Where are you at, Source?
I think my screen is broken.
Hey, guess what? You're fired.
You're fired. You're fired. Man, it's been a interesting season road. Where are we at? I got to get myself together because apparently I'm all messed up.
Well, I mean, is that really a questionable thing? Are we not messed up all the time?
Hey, is the tavern even still open?
You know, I don't know.
I drove by there the other day on accident. Well, not really accident. I was trying to get to 65 without having to go through the ridiculousness. So
I'm not even showing that comment. Not even showing that comment.
I gotta look. I didn't see it. I gotta look. But while I'm looking, I just seen this ping across my phone, bro. Jeremy Jeremy Giambi passed.
What?
Yeah, just see he's 47. It came across my TMZ.
No shit.
No shit. And he said, oh, yeah, we're gonna leave that one alone.
You said Jason Giambi?
Yeah, and that it Giambi, and that yeah, former Ace. Yeah.
See, we'll bring that comment up. We'll let people see that he knows that, but we ain't talking about what you're doing at your girlfriend's house.
Hey, we know exactly
what his house. That's crazy.
We know exactly what he's doing at his girlfriend's house. He is getting out of the doghouse. Because if he was not in the doghouse, he'd be on the show with us right now instead of watching.
So that's the real reason he's not here. I got you, Source. I got you.
Man said Jeremy, not Jason. Yes,
oh, okay.
Jeremy.
Okay. Well, still, hey, they both were in the league.
Well, yeah. I mean, the mom is that. But hey, you know, the Super Bowl brings out special people. The Super Bowl always brings out guests.
It does.
From the square circle, fresh off the Royal Rumble prediction of the Rowdy Ones return, it is Steven.
Hey.
What's happening?
What's up? I thought I'd come on, and we got a light crew this year compared to last year.
Well, you know, I don't know about light. I got some weight on me still. I know the one got some weight on him still.
Yes. I just finished eating a Southwest frittata.
Okay. There you go. Not your Super Bowl choice of snack, right?
No.
Oh, no. I got a whole little different kind of spread for Super Bowl, man. This thing is astronomical.
There you go. Well, glad to be on. It's been too long since I've talked with you guys, so I'm glad I can bring some extra knowledge or lack thereof.
Shit, that's what I'm doing. So
hey, we don't have a lot of crap going on the show today. You know, what I mean, not a lot of extra BS. A couple things to run through on the football side, outside of the football, outside of the Super Bowl. But basically, this show is going to be what we think about the Super Bowl. What the advantages, the Bills. Wow,
It is
what the
what we thought
advantages
it was.
what the advantages the Bengals have and the cons the Bengals have and the pros and cons of the Rams as well. Talk about their season, how they progressed, things that changed through the season to kind of help them get to this point, our predictions, and stuff like that.
And I think we also might have a special guy coming in here in about a half hour to join us and pop some props. Popping props.
There you go.
That should be a good one. So we might have a couple other people of the crew pop in and out through this broadcast because, we all have lives. Life happens when you're busy making plans.
Yes, it does. Really every time.
So just to give you a cut, some of the friends that give us this awesome platform to provide these awesome shows that we three do for you guys. You got to check out our good friends at Elite Performance, our special friends over at Revved Up Tattoos, the fighter's friend. Hey, when is he going to fight? Because I keep seeing pictures of him laying on the canvas.
April.
I hope he's standing up this time. But
hey, you know who I think he's going to be fighting?
Who?
Steven knows this guy. Somebody just made the switch from pro wrestling to bare knuckle fighting. Steven, do you know who the gentleman
Are we
talking
the
about?
Gentleman, Jack, whatever. He used to be Gallagher, but
yeah.
Yes, I know that.
He's it's funny because he's like a former cruiserweight wrestler in NXT UK. I think he was a legit fighter before, then went wrestling, and then unfortunately had some stuff against him outside the ring, and that kind of got him on the ends. That's why he was on the outs.
I see now.
That's why he hasn't been back since.
That's why he's going to bare knuckle box.
He didn't polish Triple H's knob, so they cut him free.
He tried, but he was part of UK. That's Triple H's baby. And no, he had some speaking out stuff come out, and once you get that out there, it's just a he said, she said. So it's hard to defend yourself against that.
Yeah,
I mean, I know this is kind of going too deep into the woods, but so.
It's a rabbit hole you can't get out of.
We dive in the woods,
and
I feel bad for it because it's just that he said, but at the same time, we got to also trust the victim, and sometimes so.
Yeah, I mean, you can't smack her booty when she don't want you to smack her booty.
No means no. Tyson showed us that.
No.
We're not getting down that rabbit hole, Damon. We're not getting down that rabbit hole.
At 11:30 and 2:30, two different times. 2:30, you're not going there for tea or coffee or biscuits.
Crumpets.
But we also got our good friends Printed Materials. They're going to be
memories.
Printed Memories is going to be our official apparel site once we get that taken care of. And then looks like we got some popping popcorn.
What's popping? Corn snacks, bare knuckle corn snacks. That's right. Get them. What's popping? Cornsnacks.com. Best gourmet popcorn ever.
That's how he does it. All right, so let's jump into it. My bookie, we're not doing college. No one wants to talk about college. Nope. That was the wrong button. It's definitely not college right now because it's so much crap. Dan, I don't know whose coach is more ignorant, your ex-coach or my current coach?
My ex-coach.
The dance, right?
Stupid.
Or was it the accent? Down with my family.
Yeah. I don't know how to take that. I don't know if he was trying to get in with the crowd or not, but it was not the proper way to do it.
All right. Inside the NFL Cooler, brought to you by Circle City Cryogenics. We freeze just about anything but people.
Yep.
Not Walt Disney.
Nope.
He's not
Oh,
a person.
man.
He's German.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's fro-
Just
he's
his,
still frozen.
just his head.
Yeah.
Just his head.
the small one or the big one.
Boom,
All right. So first tidbit of useless news that I don't have pulled up because I've been talking with you guys.
I think we threw him off a
coaches.
little bit. We brought too much awesomeness into one place for the first time in a while. He's discombobulated.
Yeah, because apparently I had a download issue or
Oh,
an update issue
I know about
because I was
those.
on, and then I went in there to put on my shirt, and then I came back.
Well, I'm
And it
glad you
was
put on the
spinning.
shirt.
Yes, jersey.
I
It
thank
was
you,
spinning.
Stephen. I agree.
I
Even
wanna
though
s-
This is not a shirt and skins.
So we got new coaches moving around. I think the latest one we got is Texas hired Lovie Smith.
Mm-hmm.
Good or
That
bad?
beard. What's that beard?
Hey man, that thing is epic.
That
man.
thing. He just like F it. I'm gonna get a job no matter what.
That beard is fabulous, bro.
that beard is something.
Dan, you look like you got a lot to say about this.
I'm sorry. I gotta tell. It was just funny that we were talking about this just a few minutes ago, and I just got confirmation about it, and I can't say a damn thing about it because that's how the BKFC does. They don't like promoting shit for too long out, so I can't say it.
We didn't say it.
I know, but I can't say what I just was confirmed.
He just got something now.
like literally
Like
just
literally
in my
now.
inbox. See? Whoop.
Yeah, breaking news.
Yeah, I can't show you. It can't focus in, but there's the confirmation.
I see the numbers.
So who is he coaching again? Because I missed that part. Sorry.
The Texans, the Houston
Yeah.
discombobulated Texans. Who actually
Yeah, I was
had
gonna say, is it gonna
they had a
matter
bit-
or
they had a decent season. I mean, for all the turmoil that the Houston Texans went through before the season even started, having your franchise quarterback displeased, wanting traded, then all of a sudden he's got 90,000 women that he apparently massaged him. Last time I checked, if you get a good masseuse, you don't
You keep
have
her?
other. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, but with
where
that
isn't
whole
that
thing,
that's the whole thing, isn't where it's still all about where he ends up, right? I mean, it doesn't matter who's coaching them, it's just what's gonna happen with Deshaun Watson because
Philly.
I don't
think
know
Philly?
if it's a desperate attempt to keep him. Is this a desperate attempt to keep him?
but is
Or-
Lovie Smith somebody you want? I mean,
Hey,
Man,
listen,
his
Lovey-
time his time in Houston has got to be done. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
There's no
I mean-
way that he's gonna stay any longer now.
Well, he didn't want to be there anyway.
Right.
so now you have to just say whatever you can give us.
Yeah, pretty much. I
mean-
mean, and I can't see them honestly getting a whole hell of a lot for him compared to what they could have got at the beginning of the season or prior to the season, this past season. Now he's been a year off. Not
And all the
saying he's
legal
not.
stuff comes up this year too. I
Yep.
think all March and
Hey, I'm pretty much going to say that all this shit is going to be settled and washed away
sure.
because it's taking too long. If it was a real, because you notice none of this shit has ever went criminal yet. This is still
Okay.
all civil. So this is
Civil, okay.
still all about money. So
Mhm.
not 27.
So the NFL won't do anything probably.
Yeah, they're going to
Essentially.
give him 4 games, and they might give him time served because he missed a whole year. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
you know, you
But
can't
somebody's
tell
still going
me.
to try to want him.
Yeah,
They still
yeah.
think they could get the quarterback, whatever's left of him. I mean,
I mean,
you
I
would think he's-
I think that there's still a lot left in the tank
Yeah,
for Deshaun
true.
Watson. I mean,
Yeah,
he is still what 26.
He's under 30.
Yeah,
he's under 30. Okay.
He's
It just
still
feels
young.
like it's been forever.
And I agree with you wholeheartedly because
And being
like
a
I said,
Colts fan, you know, we see him all the time, or 2 times. So I feel like he's been around the block more than once. But yeah, Lovie Smith. I mean, what's the last thing he's done? Took the Bears to the
Chicago.
Super Bowl, and that's like it. But
And they got.
I mean, it's funny to think. I mean, yeah, that's the last time probably Chicago's been relevant.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, they wasted a lot of Urlacher years, buddy. Yes, they.
well, then they
did.
thought Trubinsky would be it, and then he,
No, We already know who the problem was. We have to give Mitchell
Was it him?
Trubisky a pass. You have to give him a pass. It is Matt Nagy, buddy. We have proven it is proven. I apologize for all the bad things I said about Trubisky. He was never given the opportunity with a good coach.
That's true. I can give you
that. Let's see here. What's next? I guess here, this has to do with our media question. Let me give you part of it right now because it actually goes into some of our conversation right now. So we have you like this, don't you, Dan? The Elite Performance Social Media Football Question of the Week, brought to you by Elite Performance. Performance done the elite way. Man, I can't wait for March 19th. That's going to be awesome. But here is the EPSMQ.
I am so glad you brought this one up first.
I'll say I don't even know why they play it, and it's not even in Hawaii. So, like, why would you even care to go
to Vegas?
I mean, I guess this year was Vegas, but I'm sure a football player could go to Vegas like
any day
of the week. I mean, they probably go Hawaii too, but hey, to get it comped.
True.
So yeah, I like me and Greg brought up. We talk a little sports here and there. I don't even get why the Pro Bowl is still a thing. Because it gets ratings and it gives that person an extra contract, bonus or whatever if it's in there. But at the same time, it's what, 2-hand touch now?
Oh my God!
It's not even flag. I would be happier to see flag football.
Flag football, at least, even the 2-hand touch can be something competitive. Yeah. What they're doing out there is not even a walkthrough. It's not even a walkthrough. I mean, I get what you say. I agree with you 100%, Stephen. I get you with. I understand the concept of having a Pro Bowl selection. Yeah, still have the Pro Bowl selection. Hey, these guys deserve this acknowledgement of being the Pro Bowl style player. I'm all good for that. But let's build it around the skills challenge. Make it all just do stuff with the skills. Let's get away from the football game. You don't do the kickoff. You don't do running plays because as soon as you hit the line, they stopping. You throw a pass, he catch it. As soon as he touch you, you're not moving no more. Mm-hmm. Guys is getting arrested. Hold on. Timeout. Guys is getting their arrest for battery charges put on hold so he can play in the Pro Bowl.
Not even worth going down that hole.
And then they arrest him as he walks out.
That's bad. That's
yes, sir.
It's like letting a musician on stage and then arresting him. Oh, you played your show. Now I'm going to arrest you. Which I actually think happened to Jim Morrison back in the day.
I think it happened to everybody in the 70s.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Did it happen to NWA too?
Yeah, because they weren't supposed to sing. They weren't supposed to perform the one song.
Fuck the
and
police.
They did,
anyway.
And man, they got rushed. Yeah. Freedom of speech, baby. Freedom of speech. Amendment. What is it? The Constitution, Amendment number 1, freedom of speech.
Yes, freedom is speech. Speech is freedom, but you better be freedomly welcoming those consequences when you say what you say.
Well, in certain instances, yes.
Yeah.
All right. But yeah, so we're agreements that the Pro Bowl is ridiculous because that was ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
Pro Bowl is
bring back
doo-doo.
Give me that quarterback skills challenge. I used to love that thing, where I remember the video game was based on it, and you just have them out there in shorts and thrown through a tire swing or something, But
50,000 yards away and shit.
And all these sports, they tried different things, but nothing seems to like. I mean, I guess this is kind of on the spot. What All-Star game do you truly want to watch?
Basketball.
The basketball.
I mean, is basketball the only one? I mean,
I'll watch the All-Star game for basketball because that's just my main sport. But the new format of the All-Star game is 100% absolutely wonderful because it creates competitive. I mean, these guys actually get out there and play. You know what I mean? It's cool. That's what I like about it. But the one All-Star game that's actually an All-Star game that is played almost like the real game is baseball because it means something.
Not
until
anymore.
that tie.
Doesn't mean anymore. It doesn't do that anymore.
Oh well.
Yeah, it does not.
Did
The
they
All-Star
change
game.
it?
Yeah, the All-Star game in the MLB does not say who has home field advantage in the World Series. I almost said Super Bowl.
Then I quit.
In the World
Then
Series.
it's basketball.
Now, what my problem is look, Pro Bowl. Yes, they moved it to the week before the Super Bowl for ratings. Now I don't understand how you wouldn't go back to doing it the week after the Super Bowl, where it should have stayed, to bring more people to it. You know why? Because the Super Bowl is done and over with. No more football. Oh, no, what do? Wait a minute. We have one more week. Don't put it in between. That's so stupid.
I think even if you move it back a week, back to the normal time and leave it how it is, they'll still get more watch.
Yeah, yes, it still sucks, but it will get more watches than it did this week. Yeah,
because it's football, and two, the people in the Pro Bowl selections that are playing in the Super Bowl will be there. Who wants to watch the Super Bowl when half of the teams are not even there?
Exactly.
I've also thought, what if they put the Pro Bowl where the Super Bowl side is, and you could still do it that week before, and then you give that city an extra game too, and you just get, more revenue for the city. I don't know. I don't know if it would help anything.
That's not a bad idea.
But
did the Pro Bowl, did they move it
like
from Hawaii to Vegas just for the COVID?
No, it went from, I think they played
I thought it was even before that.
They played it in San Diego.
I feel like it's been the past 4 or 5 years, or 3 or 4 years.
They've moved
it. That lets you know how much I paid attention to. I'll watch the Hall of Fame game before I watch the Pro Bowl.
Okay. And even that is.
But a highlight of the Pro Bowl weekend, they did have the skills challenge things, and Dallas Cowboy linebacker beat Tyreek Hill and a bunch of other fasters in the 40-yard dash.
The fuck you bringing that up for? God!
I mean, because
what the hell?
Dude. You got to take away the star, kind of like how you stop hearing who wrote the song, I Can Believe I Can Fly, and just listen to the song.
Wow.
But can I get a little bump and grind? It has a new meaning now, but you got to get past that.
Ignition.
Oh, man.
Trapped in the Closet version 8000.
All right. Here we go. Here's the next one.
Oh, now this is getting deep.
Has Joe Burrow
become
the new shiny toy replacement of Patrick Mahomes?
Yes. I mean, it happens every couple of years, doesn't it?
Yeah.
You find they thought Sam Darnold was it for what, 4 or 5 games?
Yeah.
They gave him, a chance. And I think it's because you have Burrow who shows, now I'll give him credit, he's having fun, the cigar thing after games, and almost like Joe Namath. So he's showing that, other side of him. But who's to say in a couple years Josh Allen doesn't step it up and then, he becomes that. So I don't know.
We may not even have to wait a couple years before Josh Allen starts really rolling, because
I think Josh Allen is going to roll, but he doesn't have the flair.
Okay.
He doesn't have that pizzazz that
Well, at least he's not seeing ghosts out there.
Yeah, he's not seeing ghosts. Yeah, he doesn't have that swag, that drip that Joe Burrow has. I mean, he's got
the Bills fans more about the Bills than Josh Allen. What about Herbert? I know our guy Greg, he's a Herbert guy, but I don't know anything about Herbert, honestly.
Justin
Herbert's he's a quality talent. I just feel like he is the new coming of the guy that he pretty much replaced.
Rivers. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I could definitely see that. I think that, and I've been, Damon, you know this, I've been high on Justin Herbert since he came into the league.
Mm-hmm.
He went to Oregon, I believe, correct? He was Oregon's quarterback.
Okay.
So when he came out of Oregon, I was high on because they won the national title that year, correct?
No, Oregon's never won the national title.
Yes, they did.
No, they didn't.
I don't think they ever.
Oregon's never won.
Not
They've
even a
been there.
split.
Who they play? Was it Ohio State?
That I don't even know if they've been to the game.
Yeah, they went there with
I
Chip
feel like
Kelly.
they've been there.
With,
I thought they
no,
got.
I think they
was,
went to a game. No, they went with Huntington. Chad Pennington.
No, God.
They didn't go with Mariota.
I think
they didn't go with who was the
I feel
guy
like they
before
went recently.
Mariota?
I think so
They-
too. I
they
thought
went to
Herbert
the-
was in it.
Nah, bro.
I'll look that up.
So here's the big. So about Mahomes, do you think it's because of all his girlfriend and his brother that are people turning off to Mahomes, or do you think people are just like you said, is it a shiny new toy? So we're going towards Burrow.
I think it's the shiny new toy. You know what I'm saying? You know, everybody was all about Mahomes because he did all these flashy things and he had great charisma on camera with Aaron Rodgers and Jake. You know what I'm saying? He's got a look that a generation of mixed kids are trying to have. Yeah, it's a little toy. I mean, it was a light shiny toy. But when that toy is not performing,
that's true.
You know what I'm saying?
You
You
gotta
find
find something
something
else.
that's a little more shinier. You know what I'm saying? They already deemed Kansas City to be the next dynasty before they even got back to the second Super Bowl. And then
I deemed Philadelphia to be in the next dynasty after we won
before
the
they
Super Bowl.
won. You did that before they won.
That's besides the point. Hey, really quick
You
side
said they
note,
was
it was the Rose Bowl against I think it was Ohio State. Yeah. No, it was against Utah. No. 7 times against Utah in the Pac-12. They beat them in the Pac-12 championship and then went to the Rose Bowl, and Herbert had 3 rushing touchdowns that game.
So not a national championship game.
No, they've not been in the national championship.
Okay. I feel like they've always lost like a game right before or something like that.
Then
Like,
always
kind of,
before.
like they'll be 10-1 or 11-1.
That sounds like Notre Dame. Rub it in there, Steven. Rub it in.
Blue.
Shut up.
Where's Harbaugh going? Harbaugh's not leaving yet?
No, he's staying put. He's staying put. But all of our
would that
coordinators are
Vikings
leaving.
job even been a good one for him?
No.
So you think
I just think he
Vikings
did
job,
it just because.
Is that
good
any
for
good
anybody?
for anybody right now?
Yeah, I think
They just
the
threw
job.
his name out.
Yeah, if he was going back, he had the 3 jobs that I thought if he'd have went back, he'd went back for
The Raiders.
the Raiders,
Yeah.
the Bears, and the Dolphins. But the Dolphins owner said, "I'm not going to." He's a Michigan guy. He said, "I'm not going to be the reason why Jim Harbaugh's leave Michigan." He said, "I'm good with him there." So, all that speculation about the Dolphins, I put that away when he said that, and I trusted him on that. But I don't think Jim's
gone soon, though.
He will I say within the next 5 years. He's got the itch too much. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you could tell that there's I hate to say what more can he do it. Well, he can win a title.
Like you can win a national championship. What the hell you can do?
If he could get to there,
Hey,
I'm
we
just
got
saying.
to the spot. We got to the spot that Notre Dame got to and got the same result. An ass whipping.
Yeah, that's besides the point. We got another 10 more years till we see you.
Hey man, I heard talks of it could be moving up. So
Oh,
yeah. Let's see. Next thing before we go, what do we have? We have
I know there was one question I saw, and I was
we got one more
waiting for this to come out.
Oh, no.
This one is, I'm gonna tell you, this halftime show, bros, might be the best halftime show since Bruno Mars and who else had it? Prince was top 5. Bruno was top 5.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Michael
the Rolling
Jackson
Stones.
Michael
was cool. Michael was cool.
That's MJ. Come on.
Because it was Michael. It was cool.
It's Michael. Yeah.
But this is getting ready to let a whole like it's. I know the phrase has been going around, but it's so true.
Oh, I'm crip walking down the hallway.
Man, these kids, like these Carmel kids, these little Noblesville kids.
Oh man, they're gonna be out loud.
They can ready to see some shit that they've never seen before. Like they mama getting ready to do some crazy shit.
Oh man.
You know what I mean? They're gonna be looking like.
So okay, here I got a question. Out of the whole group that's in the Super Bowl halftime, Steven, who's your who's the one performer that you're really wanting to see out of the whole group?
Who's even performing?
Oh, you got
God.
Dr. Dre, Eminem, Snoop Dogg, Tupac's coming in this hologram
Oh, Tupac.
supposedly. There you go.
Elvis going to be there.
No, it's
Mary
put on
J.
by
Blige,
Dre.
right?
Yeah, it's
Mary
put on
J.
by Dre, and it's going to
Yeah.
be Dre, Snoop, Eminem, Kendrick Lamar, Mary J. Blige, and I think there's going to be a special somebody else, but they don't know who exactly it is.
Kanye.
So
Just drop him down somewhere. Sure. They're all good. I'm going to give the biggest cop-out answer. You know I'm a rock guy, right? Like this.
I know
this.
this.
This is
I
why
know
I'm like,
this. But everybody knows
Now, even
gin
I,
and
though,
juice.
Even I have to admit, though, like if they roll out the Rolling Stones, I'm like, really? Like, my dream, just give me the Foo Fighters and be done with it. Like,
You know what?
now they're performing.
I thought you said you was a rocker, dude.
Oh, no.
I like the Foo Fighters,
get
but I thought
down.
you was a rocker.
Hall of Fame rock and roll band,
Yeah.
the Foo Fighters, yes.
Yeah, the Foo Fighters are just a step above Nirvana. You know what I mean? If you want some good
Well, if
hard
they're a
rock,
step above
give me
Nirvana,
some
that's
Shine Down.
That's pretty darn good. If
know
they're
what I
a
mean?
step
Give me-
above Nirvana.
You know what
Now,
I'm
wait a
saying?
minute. Where are you putting Nirvana if that's how low you have
I'm
them?
not putting
Right.
Nirvana
I'm
any
really
goddamn where.
Oh, my goodness.
I mean, if you say a rocker, you know what I
Ugh.
mean? I want a rocker. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking some Shine Down, some Godsmack, some Metallica, some Stain. Give me some rock. You know what I mean? You gave me some old commercialized X103
Stained
shit.
was the best name ever for that band. Stained. Because that's all they are. They are a stain in my pants after IHOP on a tough night.
Super kicking coming in hot, buddy.
Stained Aaron Lewis.
Hey, they great find out whose mom rode with the Crips and whose mom rode with the Bloods when they came out of Noblesville.
I just put that up 3 times.
So who do you guys want to see? Is it Dre? I mean,
I want to see them all.
Yeah. I mean, I'm looking forward to
I mean, I
this
can
whole
pass
group.
on Kendrick. I can give or take Kendrick.
good.
How busy will the dump button be?
Oh, no.
Do they let it? They're going to let it go?
Nah, they got too much
it is
riding
on
on.
the-
Jay-Z got too much riding on this. They ain't gonna let them. Ain't gonna be no nipple.
I guess
no,
it's on a delay anyway, isn't it? Sometimes.
Yeah, it is, but you know, you got to think that these guys are old. I mean, they're old school,
Yeah.
but these guys are all old players. You know what I'm saying? They
Yeah,
know how to
true.
play the game. You know what I mean?
Well, I'm not saying
Snoop's
any-
too commercial now. You know what I mean?
That is
Snoop
true.
ain't ready to mess up his empire. He on NBC doing the
That's
Olympics.
true.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? He got a cooking show.
Maybe Martha's the guest star. She'll come down there rapping some hot fire.
Steven, you got a hell of an idea going there.
Is that a prop
gonna-
bet?
Is that a
might
prop?
be.
Martha
Martha
Stewart
coming out in
shows
some spandex and some Gucci.
Hey,
with a big old chain.
With a
It
big-
says
yeah.
MS. Martha. It just says Martha.
that's good, man.
Oh man.
good.
Yeah, it is nice. I will say the Super Bowl is good. Like they do split it up. You know, it's not always rap artists. It's not always rock bands. They really do try to like every couple years really, bounce back and forth between.
Well,
who
this
they
is the
think-
first time we've seen actual hip hop in
I guess that's true,
in the halftime show for a while.
That's true.
Especially
yeah.
exclusive hip hop.
Right.
Yeah. I don't know if
And
we've
I'm
had
not-
a country. Have we had a country?
Yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure Toby Keith. I'm sure.
Nah, I'll
Maybe
remember
Garth.
that crap.
What about
'cause he
Garth
sing
back-
American
maybe
songs
Garth back in
all
the day?
Probably.
I don't
Garth,
know,
maybe?
man. Have we ever had any country halftime show?
Or maybe they just had them for the anthem.
I don't know. Those were probably the times that I'd switch over to the Bud Bowl.
The Puppy Bowl
The
Puppy Bowl,
Puppy
yep.
I think it said
or
Yep.
Nickelodeon. One of the two.
Some-
Nickelodeon.
All right, Dan, what was the one you wanted?
Yeah, who you
Okay,
all
I'm
about?
gonna start with Steven. Oh, you talking about the question or the
The question
Yes, the
and your
question.
person or whatever.
Oh, the person I want to see the whole group, like you said.
Yeah. Oh.
Now,
Oh,
The
okay.
question, I'll start with you, Steven. I seen this. I don't know if you got it up, but I saw it in our notes earlier.
Okay.
Favorite Super Bowl moment?
Oh, the part two of the
Yeah. That's the one I saw. And my favorite was right here when we tapped that ball down and said, "Ha ha!" Steven,
I mean,
what's
yeah,
yours?
dude, can I be? I mean, I have to be a homer. It has to
I
be.
mean,
the
I'm not a
Colts.
homer.
Yeah, you're not a homer at all for your Eagles. No, I mean, if I'm not going to go with the Colts winning, because I mean that whole time was just awesome. Once they beat the Patriots, is like almost a given they were going to win. But I mean, it's got to be the Titans and Rams that inch
The
into
half yard.
the half yard and just thought because that whole game was pretty good.
Yeah.
And that was that greatest show on turf. I mean
Yes, Isaac Bruce and
so
yeah.
I just remember, I remember hanging out with friends, and like that was probably one of the last times I remember being really.
I think that was the year we graduated, wasn't it?
99, 2000, yeah.
Shut up, David.
Yeah.
I was already
times.
a father.
Damn.
And I mean, recently, what was it? Cardinals Steelers. That was a pretty good one. That went back and forth.
Yeah. When
that was about
so I was
12 years ago.
Yes.
That's still, I guess
who got that snag, Damon? Because I was thinking.
Santana Moss.
Thank you.
Was it Moss?
I could not think about who grabbed that in the back of the end zone.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I go the homer pick, and I say the Colts, 2006, because that, like you brought up, Prince played the halftime show.
Okay.
The rain was
purple
coming down.
rain and shit.
And
it could be better scripted than that.
And I kind of did forget that Hester returned that kickoff.
Yep.
And the Bears were up. And even then I was like, it didn't even matter. Like it almost didn't matter. But, and Peyton wins the MVP, and he probably shouldn't have. It probably should have been Rhodes. Or the defense.
Yeah.
I mean, the defense really stepped up. So, yeah.
I will say another, and it has nothing to do with Philly. When New York beat the Patriots with the helmet catch.
That was at Indy.
Almost hit the ground.
That was here, I think that was here.
I believe that was.
Yeah. Madonna was the Super Bowl halftime show then.
I don't know, but I know that Friday night before, Christy and I walked out of White Castle. Yes, I'd had a couple beers, and we were hanging out. First thing, I walk outside, and I see a little person.
Oh,
I love little people.
No.
Just pick her up. Just pick her up.
I was trying. Christy said, "Don't you dare." Before I was even able to get one word out, Christy saw me make eye contact
dragging
with
you
person over there, and I looked at Christy, and she goes,
Don't say anything.
Dare." I'm like, damn it.
Oh,
bro, I have so many TikTok little people videos that I wasn't sending.
Oh no, that's a whole new podcast.
Whole new podcast, buddy.
Reaction videos.
Now we're going to get boycotted.
What is yours?
People.
What is yours over there, Damon?
Hey, man, I can't really single out. I thought about this too. I can't really single out a specific event or a specific Super Bowl that just brings out to me. I just like the atmosphere around the game. Like I got moments, when I was in going to school in Texas and watching Dallas get their ass whipped. You know what I'm saying? Those moments like that. I like to see the big plays at the end.
Super Bowl.
Say for me, and we have beaten them twice in the Super Bowl. We have beaten Dallas
like
twice.
The 70s, though.
But you beaten them twice.
What is your favorite Steelers win? How about that?
My favorite Steelers win has to be Ben's second one in Arizona when he got the pass in the corner to Santana Moss. But I mean, there's so many things like the not giving Marshawn Lynch the ball. You know what I'm saying? That play, the Rams play, a couple 1-yard plays, game-winning moves, game-winning plays, just stuff like that. I like that, but I like the atmosphere. I like hanging with your homies, drinking beer, eating the food, and just enjoying each other's time, regardless if your team is in it or not. It's just the Super Bowl that I like.
Because it is one of those things that anybody just can show up and hang out. It doesn't matter if they like football or not.
Yep.
They kind of just hang out. So.
And okay, so Damon will detest this. Actually, my favorite Super Bowl moment was right after we won. And the door comes open. And then there's this little 8-9-year-old blonde-head girl jumping, saying, "We won! Yes, we did, baby."
Yeah, those are the good ones, man.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so let's take a quick break, and then we'll get to Super Bowl LV1 or
right.
LVI. Because LVI. Where's it at?
Where's it at?
That's
freaking love Dad's calves.
They look a lot better now.
Hey, tell us about March 19th while we got a second.
March 19th, 2022, the powerlifting competition at Elite Performance, where the dream of elite fitness becomes a reality. That's right. We're going back. Actually, we're going there for the first time at the new facility. Since the last time was at the old facility, now we've moved. It's a bigger place for my guns to get bigger. Even the other guest that's unknown, folks. He's unknown in the back. He's seeing these biceps, reminding him they're like Hulk Hogan with the pythons. I don't care if he's shaking his head or not. He knows I'm right. Go to ElitePTND.com and register today.
All righty. So it's time for Super Bowl, whatever these damn letters are. And
56, right?
56.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I went to public.
When will they
Indianapolis
stop
schools.
doing the numbers?
I don't know.
I don't know. I bet they stopped doing the numbers way after all the teams go to letters. The names of teams will be all letters. The Indianapolis C's.
All right, so well, hey,
that's a future prop bet, by the way. Hint, hint.
Hint, hint. He said, "Hell no." Speaking of prop bets, and speaking of Vegas, and speaking of all things awesome in the world of betting, you haven't seen this guy in a while, have you?
Look at him.
Hey.
And where's he at? There he is.
What's going on, gentlemen?
What's
What's going
happening?
on? This is our good friend Rafael Esparza. What's happening, buddy?
Nothing. Just
He's looking
pumping up prop bets. I'm giving kickers and punters love right now. So I'm doing some about 20 prop bets for some kickers and punters for some love right now. But just working on prop bets and doing tons of media. That's about it. It's funny how people are like, oh, I bet you can't wait for the Super Bowl to end. No, because you know what happened yesterday was the Oscars announced. So now I got to do Oscar odds, Razzie Awards, SAG Awards. So it's never ending in my world.
He never gets a break, folks.
All right. Since we got you on, did you have a prop bet out if Harbaugh was leaving or staying at Michigan?
Yes, I did, and I was correct on that. I was telling everybody I thought he was staying. I thought it was kind of a sham that he went to Minnesota. I didn't think he was going to go to Minnesota. Why would you go to Minnesota? Anyways, the only way I think he was going to go to Minnesota if maybe Aaron Rodgers announced earlier that he was out. I'm not coming back because I think that division would be wide open. Then the Packers would be rebuilding. The Bears still stink. The Lions, I still can't believe they're not demoted to the Arena Football League or CFL. So I would think that would probably be the reason because he had a quarterback. You could have Cousins there. You have some running game. Defense is pretty good. But why would you make that move not knowing Aaron Rodgers is still in the division, which I still think he's going to be in the division. So I thought that was kind of weird. that he even went to the job, and so that didn't shock me that he stayed. Now, is he going to stay there forever? He says he's not going anywhere. But no, I think if he wins a national championship, which I highly doubt, I think he would jump ship.
Stick it to Damon there, Ref. I love it.
Hey, listen, he's not sticking it to me because I can care if he goes. I can care if he stays. I'm a Michigan fan, not a Harbaugh fan.
Well, you better be a Michigan football fan only because their basketball game stinks.
Yeah, it does, but we got the women, baby. We got Niles Holman.
So I got
something good about Michigan always. Hockey team is ranked in the top 5.
Wrestling's good.
Wrestling's always been good. Well, now I got a question for Raph. Raphael, what is I got 2-part question. 1, what is your favorite prop bet to work on in the Super Bowl? Number 2, what is the biggest or the highest prop bet usually on the Super Bowl?
Prop bet right now, I would think probably the biggest liability, I'll put that question on there, is my boy Aaron Donald. He opened up at MVP to win the Super Bowl around 16 to 18 to 1. You know what he is right now? 4 to 1. So if he wins the MVP and has a dominating game, which I think he can, maybe he gets a sack, maybe the fat man picks up a fumble and runs in and gets a touchdown, and he wins the MVP, I might be asking for one of you 3 for a job, because I might be starting a GoFundMe page because we will lose a lot of coin on that one. The most I enjoy doing across sports the betting. I love mixing the NBA with the Super Bowl. I did some UFC cross bets, UFC 271 total KOs and knockouts to Super Bowl touchdown passes thrown. That one right there is KO minus 1.5. Bet minus got bet up about minus 140. Whitaker on a Sunday completed rounds versus total field goals made. So I enjoy, that kind of stuff, mixing and matching some stuff. There's some great soccer matches that Sunday. Tottenham's playing on Sunday, so we have some soccer matchups with all that. So I love doing the cross sports with other sporting. Trae Young's playing. The Atlanta Hawks are playing on Sunday, so we got a lot of Trae Young with Super Bowl prop bets.
Yeah, I would go against him. So do you have any prop bets for the Olympics, or do you even mess with the Olympics?
We do have we had some up for total gold medals from the U.S. to, I can't remember what it was. I have to look into that one, but we had, I think, 2 prop bets with the Olympics tied into the Super Bowl. But we do have betting for the Winter Olympics. A lot of love. Figure skating would get a lot of love when it hits the limelight in figure skating. Curling gets a lot of action. Men's hockey just started. USA plays tomorrow morning or early this morning. I forgot what time they play. They're playing with China, the first time they've ever played in the Olympics. So under 6.5 goals. I like the under 6.5. I think USA wins 6-0.
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna stop you right there real quick. You said this is the first time we've played China in the Olympics, right?
Isn't it the first time China or something they've been in? They didn't play last year. I know that.
Think about that.
He's
Think
talking
about that
hockey
for a second.
We're talking about hockey.
I know.
Yeah.
We gotta put U.S. and China together somewhere.
Well, that's true.
Why not on the ice?
I'd rather have the prop back of Russia and Ukraine. Yeah, that was bad.
He's trying not to laugh.
We had a big upset in hockey last night. The Czech Republic was a huge favorite, and they go down 3-0. So,
all their players still in the National Hockey League? Didn't they not let any of them out?
no, there's no NHL players in the Olympics this year, which I'm kind of glad. They should do the same thing in the NBA. Let the college kids and stuff like that play for the Olympics.
We tried that.
Yeah, later
and
didn't
you
work
see that you had these grown men playing against these high school kids that just got to college. You see how that happened. So it was time to put.
Well, maybe if we learn how to cover a pick and roll, we wouldn't need NBA players, or learn how to shoot some free throws instead of jacking up threes. We would.
Did they even have the three then? Did they even have the 3-point shot?
Is this the state of basketball we're on, or is this the Dukes, people? Come on, man. Come on, man. The wonderful prop bet of the Super Bowl national anthem length. and I believe it is a minute and 27 seconds set by your man Rafael Esparza. They opened both up at minus 115. Where are they currently at now, Raf?
We have shut it down because it got leaked out because she practiced. She did a practice run this morning, and so security guards probably again plugging it out there. But you can still bet Mickey Gooden her dress color. You can still bet that white is 2-1, yellow's 3-1. I'm taking red at plus 350.
Who is it again?
What is it? Mickey Gooden. She says she's a country singer. Mickey Guy.
There you go.
There we
David,
go. There's our
just talked
country.
about it.
Our country singer.
Raphael, maybe you
They're
know
good.
this. Has there ever been
Yep.
a country halftime show?
I don't think
See, we
so.
were all
Maybe,
thinking-
maybe if there was,
wife just
maybe
said-
Garth Brooks.
That's what I
The
was
wife
thinking.
just
Yeah,
sent
I
me
feel like
a
it-
link, and she wants me to look it up. She could just do it for me.
I would think there'd be only one person I think that could probably
Like
pull it
Garth.
off, and that'd be Garth Brooks.
Yeah. What
Or Kenny
Shania? You
Chesney.
don't think Shania could have?
No,
Maybe young
Nah.
Shania. Yeah.
no. It depends on what she wore, because you got to understand, you got 3 million men watching this game, and only 200,000 of them know her songs.
Well, how do you think Janet Jackson's album sold that year?
The booby.
I still feel bad for Prince. Prince probably had to play the worst weather halftime. Remember, it was pouring buckets in Miami when he was playing, and he still rocked it. I always felt bad for
Purple
Prince.
Rain, man. That was
Yeah.
cliche.
That was perfect.
But, yeah. Miami rain's
All right,
not
let's get
purple rain.
Let's get into some football. All right, so we got the Super Bowl here, and what's the Vegas thought on our AFC champion Cincinnati Bengals?
A lot of big money coming in on them on the money line. Why are people are not? They're like, hey, if I'm going to take the Bengals, I want to root for the Bengals to win, not lose to cover the spread. So we're probably sitting pretty large on Bengals money line. People taking that. I mean, Mattress Matt bet about 4.5 million on the Bengals money line. We've taken $1 million bets on Bengals money line as well. So I can see that's probably going to be a bad outcome. But the other bettors, the novice and the pros, they like the Rams. They took the Rams minus 3.5 when it first opened up. They took the Rams minus 4. That's why 4.5 come in there. I wouldn't be shocked if that number stays at 4.5. I don't think we see 5. I thought if we would have moved it to 5, I thought it was going to probably move today or tomorrow, but we're still getting way good two-way action. And that Bengal money line is helping us to throw us so we don't have to move it to 5.
So do you think that there's going to be a ton of money coming in on the Rams last minute?
Yeah, because normally the first week dictates what the second week. A lot of Bengal money came in the first week. Now I think Ram money will probably come in through the weekend. I think Hollywood will bet the Rams because it's in LA. So I think it will probably be Ram money. That's why I'm a little bit shocked that we haven't moved off 4.5. That just tells me that we're really, really heavy on Bengals money line.
Interesting.
So does Vegas go off of how do I want to phrase this question? Because I'm trying to see how Vegas does their numbers when it comes to like the perception of pressure on a particular player or team. Say Matt Stafford coming from Detroit. You know, this move was a win now. Like with the pressure just huge on the Rams and Stafford to win, does that affect the betting a little bit?
Not really. I think the bettors maybe affect that. If this was a true home game, like we saw last year with Tampa Bay playing at Tampa, if the Rams had any kind of home field advantage, which they didn't all season long, the road team always dominated their stadium. This number should have been a solid 5 or even 5.5. On this one. That just tells you right now that they're not really faithful, that the Rams fans are going to dominate the stadium right now. So it doesn't really dictate that the Rams went all in. They pulled the Miami Heat and say they're going to win not 1, not 2, but 3 to try to get into this championship game. Money's dictating and everything when it comes to Super Bowl. And like I said, right when we got punched in the mouth with all those Bengals money line, that pretty much dictated everything. Doesn't matter. I always tell people it doesn't matter what the jersey name on the front or the jersey name on the back. It's all about the coin.
Very true.
All righty. So I think we've held you guys off long enough. So let's get into these Doc Sports NFL picks of the week. So we do these every week where we pick out, games and stuff. Or obviously we're in the playoffs, so the games have become shorter. So Doc Sports picks of the week, brought to you by Doc Sports. Text BWSPORTS1 to 29022 for your free $60 in picks.
BW Sports, take the one off, guys. Wade over there at Doc Sports, great guy, but he forgot to add the one when we signed this up.
So
I'll call him.
Yeah, let him know.
All right, so Raphael, I don't know if you're going to pick it or not, with you being the Vegas guy, your numbers and people watch what you say. Do you have a winner for this game?
I'm going with my gut still. I think since Joe Burrow's been on his back a lot in playoffs and all season long, I just think that Rams defense is going to be too much. The betting public is betting the under on this game and under pretty much on all player prop bets.
What is the over-under enough?
It opened up at 50 and a half. Now it's 48 and a half. So it's moved almost a good solid 3 points. I'm on the other side of the total. If I'm going to have to sit here and watch the Super Bowl not once, not twice, but 3 times where I'm grading prop bets, I want to see touchdowns and I want to see a lot of points scored. So I'm leaning towards the over. I would not be shocked if we see a defensive touchdown. Would not be shocked if we see some crazy punt or kickoff return touchdown in that. I would not be shocked if Odell Beckham does something weird for him to get in the end zone. I'm leaning towards the over 48 and a half, and I like the Rams. I just think that defense. I think Aaron Donald's going to have a big game. Don't tell the bosses, because like I said, if he wins MVP, I'll be asking for you guys for a job.
We'll start the GoFundMe here soon.
Thank you.
So Dan just put it up. Here we go. So here we go. So yes, they did have a country halftime, but it had to be a collective.
Yeah.
I don't think one of them could have held it by themselves. So yeah, Clint Black, whoever Tiana Tucker is, Travis Trent, Tanya.
Whatever.
See, no. I know Clint Black, I know Travis Trent, and I know the Judds.
Was Ashley Judd in there? Oh, because I might have watched that halftime if she was in there.
It's possible.
Man, she's hot.
Doesn't the other ones have? Never mind.
Yes, never mind. All right, so we'll leave that one. So we go back to this over here. So let's go to the people who aren't here. I don't know why I didn't put. I'll do that here in a second. So let's go with the source. The source has the Bengals 35-31.
66 total.
Wow.
Blasting it.
Let's see. Tommy Boy has the Rams 21-13.
It's really low, but I mean it's possible.
Greg has the Bengals 31-27.
He's a Chargers fan, Raphael. We don't listen to him anyway. Big Strom. Look, Big Strom. I hope he's watching.
Oops.
Fat Finger, that's the same. Big Storm. It's got the Rams 23-17.
Yeah.
The only good-looking thing in this program, in this company,
True.
Monica has the Bengals 22-15.
I'm going to shit if they get anywhere close to 22-15. I'm telling you guys right now.
That'd be an interesting score. That would probably help us a lot because no one picks 22.
Monica did.
Total, yeah, so that'd be Monica, if you're listening, I hope you're right.
Right, and bet now.
It said bet now.
Buy a lottery ticket.
Right.
Let's see who is up next. I think that would be Monica. It'll be Steven. Steven, you're up.
Ooh, 60.
Oh, I didn't go Bengals, did I? I said Rams.
Oh.
I just think there's just too much, like you said, all the pressure's on the Rams.
Say Rams.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah. But because I thought if they don't win it this year, what? It's like, what was this year for? Because this, like you said, they went all in. They got Von Miller, Odell Beckham. You signed Stafford. What else? What could they do next year? You'd have to get back and win.
Aaron Rodgers.
I mean, that's You're like, see ya, Stafford. So yeah, I think this is all. Now, how do they? Because it will be telling to see how does Stafford respond to that, because when has he ever had pressure like that? Being a Lion.
Playing in Detroit is pressure.
Well,
Yes, it's pressure to win one game.
That's a lot of pressure.
No, so yeah, I think, and the Bengals, like most people said, they're ahead of the game, so they're playing with house money. I mean,
oh, definitely.
Now it'll be if they did win, then I feel like next year would be really. It'd be interesting to see what people would expect out of them next year. But yeah, I'm going with the Rams. I guess I should have talked to Raphael before this because I didn't realize the line was so low. I figured there'd be a lot of offense. So yeah, I did go with a higher total there, 65 points. So
well, Steven, I just want to point out, Raphael is not the brightest one in the bunch because he's got a Wrigley Field sign sticking out for everybody to see. Damn Cubs fan. I think he did it on purpose, knowing he was going to come on a show with the Reds fan right before the season starts and say, here you go.
What start of what season?
Yeah, what season?
Well, maybe.
we don't talk about that.
College baseball starts next week.
Yep. See, that's what I was talking
There you go.
Wiffle ball.
All right, so Dan, you're up, man.
Yes, sir. I'm going to go with the Bengals 27-26 with a 53 total. Also, Shania Twain. Ha! Just saying. I think the Bengals are going to pull it off. I think that everybody is going with the LA defense, and I can't blame them. But now I feel more confident because when Raphael said the number went from 16-1 to 4-1 for Aaron Donald to win the MVP, that's telling me right there LA will not win. Cincinnati will end up winning the game. Joe Burrows will be the MVP of Super Bowl 56.
I don't know how.
What a great pick! Wow, what a great pick to choose a quarterback to win an MVP.
That's what they give it to. I know. That's what they give it to.
Way to stretch that one out.
I was just thinking how his logic, how his mind works, how he connected all that to. But you love it.
Crazy.
I have mine blank up until about 4.5 minutes ago of who I was going with.
Because he had to hear what the spread was. He had to hear certain things. He's like, okay, now I'll pick.
No, actually, I didn't. I didn't, man. It came down to if I wanted to root or not for my division. You know what I mean? This is kind of a Michigan Big Ten type of mentality. OSU is in the Final Four. Do I want to root for my conference or my allegiance? You know what I'm saying? And that's kind of is with Cincinnati. They're one of the big rivals, you know what I'm saying, in our division. But I like this kid. This kid's got a little something. He's got an it factor that you don't see a whole lot in the NFL when it comes to on the field and off the field. But you got to look at the things that this young man has done in the last 3 years, along with an ACL tear. You know what I'm saying? This guy wins the national championship after transferring out of OSU. Great job. Tom Brady told him so. He wins the national championship, first round draft pick, tears his ACL, and now you're in the Super Bowl. Come on, man. I can't go against the Bengals. I'm going Bengals 40-28.
40-20.
Damn.
I agree on the Joe Burrow, but
I just put a number out there. The number's a little high.
But let's think about this. If this was Josh Allen in here, we would be all talking about the same thing. I like the way the kid carries himself. I like the way he went to New England and beat him. We talked about the same thing with Patrick Mahomes. Oh, he's going to be the next GOAT. He won a Super Bowl already. Who cares about Tom Brady, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, Joe Burrow's a good kid, but we're not. I think we're putting so much pressure on one guy. They're here because their defense was outstanding against Kansas City, which I thought Kansas City was so overrated coming into this game. They got to play the Raiders twice. Ooh, scared. They got to play the Denver Broncos with no defense. Ooh, scared. I have not been sold on the AFC at all. That's why I know you don't want to pick Cincinnati because your division. I just think the Rams, they're all in, and that defense is going to be too much for that horrible offensive line that the Bengals put out day after day after day.
I mean, I see the logic in all that. I see all the logic in that. And it's not just Joe. I mean, but he makes plays. He makes plays. I mean, and you can't continue to be behind and still come and make these type of moves that they do. And it's also coaching. They make great halftime adjustments. You know what I'm saying? The defense plays great, but it's not just Joe. I mean, that's a very well-balanced offensive attack. You know, Ja'Marr Chase is outstanding, and Joe Mixon is underrated at the job that he does for that offensive with running and controlling tempo, which allows them to do what they do. I think it's going to be a lot competitive game. I wouldn't be upset if LA won because kudos for Stafford. You know what I mean? Something good has to come out of you sacrificing 90% of your career in that abysmal place called Detroit.
I think that's why I'm rooting for him, because he was been punished all this long time. If he wins it, he should probably give half of that ring to Barry Sanders, who also struggled in Detroit. But I agree. I think the big factor that no one's really talking about is the tight end from Cincinnati. He says he's playing. He kicked off his crutches or whatever. But, boy, that was a bad knee strain and all that. And you're a tight end, and we've seen tight ends in Super Bowls change the way the game has been played. If he's not 100%, that's a big crutch that Joe Burrow leans on, especially in the second half, because the running game usually very potent in the first half. I think his status and how healthy is going to be huge for the Cincinnati Bengals.
I think, really quick, I think that everybody is focused on LA's Aaron Donald.
Mm-hmm.
That defense, he's not the only person on that line.
Von Miller's going to have a big game.
And I think Von Miller may have a better game than Aaron Donald.
I hope so. So maybe he wins it. No one's betting him an MVP.
I will.
Yeah, I mean, the Rams have a tremendous amount of upside on offense. You got Cooper Kupp and Odell Beckham on opposite sides. You got an underrated tight end for them as well. I like it. To be honest with you, I don't care who wins or loses. I just want a good game, and I want people to eat my food and be happy.
Thanks for the invites, but I guess your food's good.
I mean, since you're going to be up at like 3:00 in the morning until whenever, come on over.
I saw that. I was like, damn, isn't he in Vegas? Isn't this like 2 a.m?
Right?
Money don't sleep, boys.
And neither does Vegas. Well, there you guys have it. Episode 37 of the Dukes of Football, the Super Bowl show for, what is it, 65?
56? You almost
56.
said it, right? It was close enough. Raphael, thank you for joining us again. It's been a long time. Let everybody know where they can find you, sir.
You can find me over at DocSports.com. You can find all my crazy odds over at mybookie.ag. You can find me on Instagram at Raphael Esparza, and you can also find me on Twitter at VSI.Sports.
And your Instagram, daily free picks, guys.
Oh.
I play them every day. And I will say,
I see them.
Yeah, I play them every day. And I did.
Squeaked out one yesterday with Wyoming. Whew.
Hey. It was overtime by 1 point. Yes. Yeah. Take it.
What can Brown do for you when you're betting Wyoming?
Hey, I actually did I did a 2-team parlay, them and TCU. And TCU barely beat it.
Don't you learn anything in the hospital? You don't parlay. Gee, don't they teach you anywhere?
No.
Nope. He said nope. He's going to do it. Nope. I'm not betting until the Kentucky Derby.
Bet the brown horse.
There you go. No, you always got to go with the gray horse. Black. You got to go with the gray horse. Stephen A. Super kicking it with Stephen. Let everybody know where they can see you at, brother.
This weekend, we're live at 11. You can catch us there. Right now, got AEW in the background. Going to see who this big...
I got odds on that. I had odds on that.
You got a lot of odds on. Yeah, let me...
Believe me, Raphael, every time I get anything wrestling from you... It goes directly to him and Greg.
We are going to Keith Lee as the favorite. I am throwing out a dark horse, which is Buddy Murphy, because he's not even mentioned in any of these odds. But anyways,
I think it's Tony Storm.
Tony Storm. I don't know. Shane McMahon there showing up in the split screen. That would be something else.
You mean Bray's not going? It's not going to be Bray.
No,
Bray
I heard
filming.
Yeah, he's filming a horror movie, and I heard him and Braun
full-length-
Strowman might come back to WWE as
Sting.
together.
Come on, Sting.
They doing tag team?
Sting is already there. Don't worry,
Oh,
Damon.
damn.
Sting is there.
Yeah. Where
Sting
you
has been
Damon?
wrestling.
Jeez.
He's
Watching the NBA.
yeah,
I need to jump on Steven's show, man. We can talk wrestling odds and stuff like that. I need to jump on your show.
definitely. Well, 11 o'clock. That might be.
What?
That's an early call for you, though, right?
He's up at 2
let-
o'clock in the
I'm
Not
morning.
on Super Bowl
You're up?
weekend,
Okay.
probably not.
I'm
I will
up.
get in touch with you then.
I'm up.
All right,
Actually,
we'll make
it's
sure
so-
you two get in touch with each other.
real
Oh, a
quick,
play date.
David, it's real funny. Sting is on my screen right now. There you go. He still looks as good. And well, I met him once. I got to meet him at World of Wheels. So
Nice.
he was not impressed with so I had him sign. He got to meet Sting, the singer, once. So I printed off a picture of that. And I was like, hey, I'd love you to sign this. And he was kind of like, he wasn't that impressed with it. I was kind of sad, but he did tell me the story, though. He said at the time, Sting's son was into wrestling, so he had to meet Sting, the singer. So I thought that was kind of cool. But that's my official Sting signature on a picture of Sting and Sting. So who would have ever, he probably just thought, what the hell is this guy doing?
This is
But,
the type of crazy awesomeness that
this is-
happens only at BW Sports One.
This is why I meet wrestlers, to have them sign
Other
completely
things.
random pictures.
I should have taken you to Royal Rumble. I did a whole bunch of podcasts. I met pretty
Did you
much.
go to
the whole-
Royal Rumble?
Yeah, I worked
What
at.
the hell? Where are
yeah.
you at? Yeah, come on, man.
Yeah, I worked at.
Rock.
I interviewed
take the
Bobby
win.
Lashley. I talked to Drew McIntyre. Had drinks with. Yeah, it was a fun
Raphael, I'm
time.
just going to tell you, this is the most hostile I've ever seen Stephen A. Okay,
Man, I love
right
me
then when he said, "Where the hell were you at?"
I love me some Drew, man. He should be doing so much more, but that's a whole nother.
He's got a bad leg. He needs both knees operated. He told me.
Well, I know he had he had neck issues.
Yeah,
too,
he's got some
Bobby.
neck issues.
You don't want to mess with the neck because, yeah, ask my guy Stone Cold
Unless
about
it's
that.
that turkey neck.
Well,
Anyway.
I gotta run, guys, to have another media hit.
All right,
I was-
do your thing. Thanks
let's
for humming
end
out.
with
We
the
always
lingo.
appreciate you, man.
Stephen A. Contact me. I'd love to jump
I
on
will.
your show and talk some wrestling odds.
We do. Yeah, we'll
get
do
you
that.
guys.
Take it
All
easy,
right,
guys.
Thanks,
So
Raph.
11 o'clock a.m. Eastern Standard Time this weekend. We got, what do we have coming up? Elimination Chamber coming up the 19th.
Yep. And that
Live
is
from
the
Blood
women's,
Money,
right?
Saudi Arabia, as they call it. Because
That's the women's. That's the
No,
women's
this is
elimination. right?
no. There's a women's chamber match,
Okay.
and then there's a women's match. So this
Gotcha.
will be the most women they have. Every year they've had a few more women wrestle there because the first two times they did, obviously you couldn't get any women matches there in Saudi Arabia. But now we've had 1 year was Natalia and Alexa Bliss, and then somebody last year, I forget. But anyway, so this year we'll have about 8 women represented over there, which
Nice.
that's pretty. That's a lot to see for women there.
Well,
to
yeah,
see
because
women
they to be
wrestling.
clothed fully, like
Yeah.
nothing.
Yeah,
showing.
they wear like a long sleeve tee over their gear. So and it's
So-
funny because Lita is doing it, and we joked about how Lita back in the day she used to show a little, that thong. I'm like, well, she ain't shown that thong this year, unfortunately. In
Well,
Saudi
there's gonna
Arabia,
there's gonna be a lot of goat pins locked up that night.
but, yeah,
Wow.
Yeah, I said it. I said it.
So,
Wow.
WrestleMania coming up in April. So yeah, we'll definitely have Raphael on then because that's all the prop bets. So,
Oh yeah.
yeah, but thanks for having me on. I love coming on here.
No
we need
worries,
some-
my
we just
good
need
man.
some sideshow that is just all sports, so we could just all, or shoot the breeze, or some shoot the shit store.
Hey,
I
you never
like
know.
that.
We might have something in the works. You might.
There you go.
During the summer, you might have a
Exactly. When sports is
cooking on the.
Are you
deck
guys watching
with
the Olympics?
the
'Cause
people?
I know this is a whole nother.
Dude,
haven't
I'm not
I
watching
have
any
not
of it.
seen
I am on my
any
way
of
to the NBA, bro.
Yeah.
I have not seen.
You think it's just too much else out there, or like, is it like in the '90s for us, the Olympics were the only stuff like that was it.
No, it's just nothing real exciting for the Winter Olympics except for the snowboarding. You know what I mean? The snowboarding.
And
I
people
think
hate that one because it's newer.
The luge,
Curling.
like the bobsledding, those type of things.
Yeah.
And
Cool
the curling
runnings.
and curling. I can't fuck with ice skating, bro. I can't do it. I can't do
So
it.
we're not going to go up for
Speed
curling.
skating.
We're not going to do a little curling field trip one day up to.
Oh yes,
I'm good
we are
for
all
curling.
going. Yeah, we are
I am
all
good
going.
for curling.
Yeah, we're all going to the
Is it
state,
the Fishers?
state fairgrounds or somewhere. Yeah. We're going up to the Fuel.
And I think they teach you how to do it, and then you can like try it out. So
Oh hell yeah!
that'd be.
We got
Damn.
something for the group now.
That would be
Damn.
quite
I
a
would
live
train.
broadcast.
I
That is
would
a live
train to be
broadcast.
the first Black American curler. I would train.
So yeah. Anyways, I just thought about that. I'm like, yeah, the Olympics. I don't know. Like, it's
I don't know.
you're
If,
still-
Sean
you're just
White
still-
was on last night at like 2:00 in the morning for the snow.
His
I mean,
last-
I'm not.
his last
I'm
time there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's 2:00 in the morning, man. I'm struggling, bro. I'm old. 47. Bedtime
That's
is
a-
9:30.
Man, you're old.
Don't even get me started on my Pacers road trips. That's LA.
Oh,
10:30 start time, and I'm like,
yeah.
well, that one I ain't making. I'm not even making it to the tip off.
It ain't even worth watching. It's not worth watching.
No.
All right, fellas. Thanks for hanging out with us, folks. We appreciate it. DaLion, Steven, TheOne, BW Sports 1. You want to get with us? It's to talk with us, hang with us, do work with us, promote us promote you. Hit us up, info.bwsports1@gmail.com. Check out the website, bwsports1.com, for all the happenings. And you can hit us on all of your social media platforms. We got you. Holla.
Later.